Good evening. You are watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. The Ministry of Commerce and Industry starts to receive applications from companies to register under the Foreign Capital Investment Law. And the Ministry of Transport launches a new docking area for cargo and vehicles in the Lima fishing port in the Wilaya of Khasab. Those were the headlines. Now for the news in detail. The Ministry of Commerce and Industry started to receive applications from companies to register under the Foreign Capital Investment Law. The law gives foreign investors the option to establish companies with full ownership without the need to have an Omani partner. Omani investors will be able to enter into partnership with foreign investors with no minimum ownership limit. Investments under the law will enjoy all privileges entertained by national projects as per the relevant applicable laws and regulations. Foreign companies under the law can enter into long-term lease and usufruct agreements for real estate and land plots required to mobilize their commercial activities. The Foreign Capital Investment Law sets out a number of guarantees and safeguards to protect existing projects in Oman. Foreign investment projects cannot be seized or confiscated without a judicial ruling or except under circumstances specified under the law. The newly introduced law aims to attract foreign capital, knowledge and expertise to the Omani market. The Ministry of Transport launched a new docking area for cargo and vehicles in Lima fishing port in the Wilaya of Khasab in Governorate of Musandam. The new addition to Lima port will contribute in facilitating the movement of goods and vehicles and promote tourism and trade activities from and to the Niyaba of Lima. Sultanate of Oman achieved high scores in UN Human Development Index for 2019. The UN Human Development Index is conducted as part of United Nations Development Programme. Oman's rank increased by 1 rank compared to last year to be 47th among 189 countries. It ranked 5th among Arab countries and maintained its position among highly achieving countries in human development area. National Center for Statistics and Information indicated that Oman achieved 0.834 in the index with general improvements in all main indicators in the index. Major General John Chulaji, Director General of Civil Military Operations in Joint Staff Command of the Republic of Korea, and the accompanying delegation visited Maritime Security Center. During the visit, the delegation was debriefed on the roles and tasks of the center in managing and leading maritime security operations as the modern equipment used in such operations. The center carries search and rescue operations and other operations to protect the marine life and environment against various hazards. Still to come in our news bulletin. An Omani traveler completed a challenging trip on foot, started from the Dhofar Governorate and ended in the Governorate of Musandam. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. The total value of trading at Muscat Securities Market amounted to more than 700 million Omani riyals during 2019. The market was affected by different geopolitical factors in the region and the world, in addition to fluctuations in oil prices, which led to a decrease in the general index by 342 points. The government has amended some laws, including bankruptcy law, foreign investment law, and protection law that will contribute positively in promoting all economic activities in the Sultanate, including Muscat Securities Market. The average price of the Omani crude oil declined by 7% by the end of November 2019 to reach $63.90 per barrel compared to the same period in 2018. The National Center for Statistics and Information pointed out that the Sultanate's total quantities of the exported crude oil and condensates exceeded 281 million barrels by the end of November 2019, recording an increase by 4.6%. The various natural potentials of the Sultanate attract adventure tourists and provide an outstanding tourism experience for exploration of nature. Many visitors come to the Sultanate, especially during the winter season. The Ministry of Tourism is working to promote the variety of the Sultanate's natural topography that attract adventurers to go for exciting and enjoyable touristic experience. Adventure activities vary in the Sultanate, including mountain climbing, cave exploration, diving, and camping. Places such as Wadi Ghul and Misht Mountain are the best sites for mountain climbing, in addition to other places in Muscat and Musandam. The Municipal Council in the Governorate of South Batna in its meeting discussed topics related to electronic payment of collected fees in various health institutions, as well as the renewal of some housing plans in the wilayas of Nakhal, Al-Awabi and Wadi Al-Maawil. It also reviewed establishment of breakwaters and docks in a Sawadi area in the wilaya of Barka. The meeting further focused on replies of various institutions related to development issues, in addition to focusing on other topics that were studied during the last period. The Omani traveler Ahmed bin Abdullah Ba Umar ended his trip that started on foot from the Governorate of Dhafar and finished at the Governorate of Musandam. His walking trip took 37 days and saw him touring a number of wilayas in the Sultanate. He was received with a traditional welcome by all the citizens of the Governorate of Musandam. The trip was an initiative that carried the title Oman One Pulse, conveying the message of unity and solidarity among all parts of the country. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main headlines once again. The Ministry of Commerce and Industry starts to receive applications from companies to register under the Foreign Capital Investment Law. And the Ministry of Transport launches a new docking area for cargo and vehicles in the Lima fishing port in the wilaya of Khasab. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, it's good night.
افتح نافذتك الرقمية وانطلق نحو الخدمات الإلكترونية الآلية المتكاملة من خلال نافذة الخدمات البلدية والمائية لوزارة البلديات الإقليمية وموارد المياه إنجاز www.mrmwr.gov.om. فالآن أصبح الحصول على إباحة البناء أو طلب الحصول تصريح الشروع في البناء وطلب متابعة تنفيذ المباني وطلب شهادة إتمام العمل وغيرها من الخدمات المتعلقة بالشؤون الفنية متاحا عبر الموقع الإلكتروني أو من خلال بوابة الخدمات الحكومية الإلكترونية www.oman.om، وأيضا متوفرة في مكاتب سند وجميع المكاتب الاستشارية.